welcome to the Wheat Junior! And let's get this started with right now. Now, first of all, we're going to start off with the Week Junior, and this is the December 23rd issue. This year's big news we're starting off. Let's start off with the January. It rains, it snows, and the Antarctic. And you might not believe this, but the Antarctic is a desert. A definition of a desert is that a place where it does not constantly rain. And yes, the Antarctica has a lot of water, while traditional sand and hot deserts don't have much water. But Antarctica is a desert because it doesn't rain much. At all. Rarely. All that ice is just ice. It's not technically water. I mean, there was also both good news and bad news to the ozone layer on the Antarctica. Like, the ozone was getting better, but also the ozone was getting worse. This issue didn't really say much about it, though. It was healing, though. The ozone layer was healing. Now I'm gonna have to go ahead and skip through all those months to August, where on August 10th of 2023, basically the world's first duo of mother and daughter, and their names were Kaisha, the mother, and the daughter, Anastasia. They all blasted off to the edge of space on the Virgin. That's right. That was created by Amazon, and this is just one of those prototypes things that Amazon's been trying to create for space tourism, which are good. Alright, what's next? Next, we have to talk about science and technology. Science and technology are one of the most important things here. In fact, let me give you a good example. The Queen's with science and technology, the Queen's secrets, Queen's secret letters have actually been decoded. Which Queen? Is it Queen Elizabeth II? Queen Elizabeth I? No! None of them! It's Bloody Mary! Bloody Mary, the older sister of Elizabeth I, and the firstborn child of Henry VIII, who we know from the song of divorced, beheaded, and died, divorced, beheaded, survived, divorced, beheaded, and died, divorced, beheaded, survived, that kind of thing. Codebreakers have actually been studying 450-year-old letters. Man, they've been doing it for 450 years. They're all from from Mary, all the way to her friends, while she was being imprisoned and she was trying to escape after Elizabeth I came up. The Queen of Scots finally was all like crackers. The Queen of Scots symbols have finally been cracked with digital technology. Ha! Take that in the face of technology, old-fashioned queens! At least it took 450 years. Nice. Well, she's dead now. And everyone was like, this isn't pretty interesting, until they found out this was pretty important because, well, let me see. It had the name Walsingham. Francis Walsingham was one of Queen Elizabeth's most important advisors. So if something's involved with him, then this is pretty treasonous. And this might rewrite our history books forever, because we just found out something. Then we have life on Pretend Mars. Pretend Mars is awesome, and we might need to go to Mars. Elon Musk is all like, yeah, you know what? I have S3, XY cars. That's the name of the Tesla models. I've even been able to buy Twitter and turn it into X. I've been able to rival Meta, aka Facebook. Now, I want to be the first one to go to Mars and die on Mars. And of course, this is what he did. In June of 2023, 4 volunteers went up, and they decided that they would participate in a whole year of living on a simulated version of Mars. They live on Mars. It's not exactly Mars. The weight, the gravitational effects are the same. They've been doing that. They can also live on a Mars base, a simulated one, and they could even go outside in a little sandbox that looked like Martian stuff. It's a simulated environment, and this would happen for a whole year. And until that year's over, they're gonna have to see what their conditions are going to be like. According to this, they have a bedrooms, a bathroom, a living room, which includes board games and a PlayStation. And I'm kind of imagining what they're doing right now. I mean, watch this! Watch this! A typical day, exercise. And then go outside to do some geology. They're also studying geology and practicing geology too. And then after the afternoon, when they're resting, they're all like, ding! Yeah, there's a PlayStation, literally. And then go to sleep, of course. They also have to exercise because of the gravitational effects, and they also have to be simulated. They're also strapped to the machines. Also, the gravitational on Earth, we're used to it. Not on Mars, though. Mars is, like, practically weaker. It has 2 moons, though. Just one more than Mars. Right? Now, what next? What's next? Let's see. We have the book club, and today I'm just going to talk about 2 books. And according to books are Loki, a bad god's guide to being good. What? This is the diary of a trickster god Loki. You know, the guy who has the staff that could mind control anyone except Tony Stark, apparently. Oh, except one superhero, and who has been banished to Earth to live as a normal 11-year-old, and is packed like lots of doodles and jokes. I mean, how is he an 11-year-old? He's centuries old according to the Norse mythology. He's centuries old, by the way. Loki, in Norse mythology, if he's still alive today, and if he does exist, he'd be centuries old. Thor is like centuries old, and they're probably like millennia old too. Thousands of years old according to Norse mythology. Yeah, and I'm not sure how he's a middle-aged 11-year-old, though. Right now, he'd probably be like a 30 or 40-year-old. They live a long life. They're not immortal, though. Then we have this book called Impossible Creatures by the author Katherine Rundell. Katherine Rundell's new book, it's a fantasy novel that's set in the archipelago, a cluster of magical islands where the creatures of myth actually live in secret. And yeah, she learned a lot, according to the Week Junior, about the big truths that exist, but they're all about love, about darkness, and light. And that's pretty much it for book club. Next, we're gonna go to entertainment. Yeah, it's all the Super Mario Brothers and yeah, those kind of things. Let's start off with the big screen stories, entertainment. Of course, we're gonna start off with the #1 blockbuster, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Smack, punch, like those kind of things. It's not about everything. Spider-Man, Miles Morales, Spider-Man that is, goes ahead and he's back on adventure. And ever since, like, about a year ago, he found out he has spider powers. Unlike the Spider-Man, the red, blue, and black Spider-Man that we know today, who can just climb walls, and recently, in the MCU, was able to even have a robot version that had nanotechnology, and he could probably create weapons. And anyways, this is Miles Morales, can even turn invisible. And he can electroshock anyone. And absorb electricity, too. Yeah. And he goes back in the Spider-Verse, and he's trying to save their Spider-People, trying to save their own universe. And in this second film in the Spider-Verse series, not the trilogy, according to the sources, Miles and his friend Gwen has to go ahead and face a new villain, the Spot, which has existed for a while in the Marvel Comics. And he must decide between saving his family or the entire multiverse. Well, I hate the cliffhanger ending, though. I hate the cliffhanger ending. Then we have Puss in Boots, The Last Wish. This is also set in the Shrek universe. And right now, in this movie, Puss in Boots, the cat has wasted all his 9 lives. Well, not 9, 8 lives. And he only has 1 life left. And to do that, he needs the big bad wolf to get him. Puss wants to restore all those wasted chances. You can go now. But the only way that he could do that is to get the wishing star. And yeah, he also has a dog that joins him in the mission. And Kitty Softpaws. Then we have this movie called Elemental, which is about water, fire, earth, air, like Avatar, The Last Airbender, or Korra, The Legend of Korra, those kind of things, where there are fire people, water people, air people, and earth people, and they're all living in Elemental City. Well, most of them are. And since they're living in Elemental City, they go ahead and trying to not mix each other. Fire is considered the most dangerous element. To be honest, I think air is the most dangerous element because we breathe air. And, well, there's this fire girl named Ember, and there's this water boy named Wade, and they're all like, how are we gonna mix together? We're opposites. So can fire and water mix? I don't know. And this is the movie that lots of people who love Nintendo would like, the Super Mario Bros. Movie. Dun 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. I love the song, to be honest. Now, of course, it starts out with the 2 stories, with the 2 brothers, Mario and Luigi, and they're all doing a good plumbing business. Also, I'm not sure that they can make a good move, wasting all their life savings on this commercial. And while they're trying to fix a burst pipe, they go ahead and get sucked into an underground, world, and they become separated. Mario and this Princess Peach, with the help of a mushroom-headed guy named Toad, has to go save Luigi from the evil turtle, the Koopa King, Bowser. Yikes. And this has even overtaken Frozen, which came out in April, to become the 2nd most successful animated film of all time. Wow, 2nd most animated film of all time. Next, we have On Screen. This is gonna be a good one because top games of the year. Now, I I have a friend called Leo, and he goes ahead and plays this game called The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. I've actually seen him play a bit, and it's pretty good. And there's lots of things too. Within 3 days, this game, Tears of the Kingdom, actually became the fastest selling Zelda game in the entire series. And this anticipated game over the Nintendo Switch. And the series about a traveling adventurer named Link, which comes out in May, and we follow the Link's quest to go ahead and save Princess Zelda, and after an event sends the Kingdom of Hyrule into a turmoil, and he also has to fight some block monsters. I feel like it's a little signature and a little reference to Minecraft, though. And speaking of Minecraft, our next game we're going to have to talk about is Minecraft Legends! A new game that Mojang has released. It's the third game they've ever released. The Swedish company, now American company because they're owned by Microsoft now. And in 2023, the creators of the best-selling video game Minecraft, which came out in 2011, and they gave out a spin-off adventure where all the monsters in the world are harmonious. Zombie villagers mix, and golems do not attack zombie villagers. Warden zones exist here, so that kind of sucks. Creepers do not blow up players. Players can interact with everyone in the world, and then suddenly the Nether appears, and everyone and all the piglin boxes, I'm not sure how pigs even exist in the Nether, come out and they're like, spread the Nether, and your job is to combine all the mobs in the overworld: creepers, golems, skeletons, zombies, all those big bad monsters, and with the help of 4 very higher beings, and summon all of them so you can save the overworld and separate the Nether and the overworld forever. It's a pretty good game. And then, for Harry Potter fans, this will be awesome. Hogwarts Legacy. Now, Hogwarts Legacy is a Hogwarts game, and this is perfect for fans of the Harry Potter books and films. And this game actually immerses players in the famous Wizarding World, and it's set in the 19th century, long before Harry and his friends actually joined the school. And you play as a 5th-year student who actually holds the key to the ancient secrets that puts the world in danger. And you have to explore the school grounds and beyond, and get sorted into a house, learn how to cast spells, Wingardium Leviosa, and brew potions, and decide what kind of wizard or witch you want to be. And there are different types of storylines and endings depending on how you decide to actually play the game. So basically, you're in the 1800s of Hogwarts. And this is gonna be old style, but hey, it's awesome because it's wizard. Wingardium Leviosa, Accio Firebolt, those kind of things. Nice for Harry Potter fans, and that's it. Yeah, that's it. And you can go ahead and look for the big debate, but hey, I'm not here for that. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Hope to see you guys soon in another episode of This Week Junior. And until then, stay tuned. And bye-bye. Peace, man. And bye, people. Have a nice day.